to the ranking member, Mr. Grijalva. First, I do want to thank Mr. Aaron Baker from the City of Mesquite, who is the city liaison officer, for being here today to testify. He actually traveled all the way from Mesquite in my district in Nevada to share with the committee the level of local support for the bill that I've introduced on behalf of the communities that I'm honored to represent. H.R. 1744 is a bipartisan bill that is supported by all of our Nevada colleagues in the House, and Senator Heller of Nevada has introduced a companion bill, S. 757, in the Senate. Both bills were developed through consultation and collaboration with all parties involved, and this legislation has a complex history, but Mr. Chairman, its intent is very simple. H.R. 1744 is a technical correction bill which brings the Mesquite Public Lands Act into alignment with other Nevada public lands bills by adding one word: implementation. It also provides an extension to a legislatively mandated deadline which, due to a number of factors, could not be met. If this bill is not passed, essential development and growth in the city of Mesquite will stop. Like most cities and towns in southern Nevada, Mesquite, which has a population of about 17,000 people, is surrounded by federal lands. In order to grow and prosper, the city must have the ability to acquire and develop land currently owned by the federal government. In 1986, the original Mesquite Public Lands Act, PL 99-548, was passed, and it provided the city of Mesquite the exclusive right to purchase at fair market value certain federal lands under the control of the Bureau of Land Management. Landlocked and growing substantially in the 1990s, the Mesquite Public Lands Act was amended in 1996 and again in 1999 to allow the city to purchase additional federal land. The 1999 version of the Mesquite Public Lands Act specifically provided land to construct a commercial airport and to provide room for commercial and industrial development. It was intended to accommodate the burgeoning tourism industry, population growth in the area, and to provide economic development opportunities in the city of Mesquite. That legislation provided for a biological opinion to be issued in order to allow collaboration between the federal government and the city of Mesquite to protect and provide recovery efforts for aquatic and riparian species conservation in the lower Virgin River Basin, and to ensure that the Virgin River was not impacted by extraction of groundwater to support new development. In 2002, the Fish and Wildlife Service issued the Mesquite Lands Act biological opinion to the BLM. That opinion promulgated and amended certain terms and conditions determining the protocol of land exchanges between the Bureau of Land Management and the city of Mesquite. It detailed the development of a habitat conservation and recovery plan, as well as a hydrological monitoring and mitigation plan. In response to this biological opinion, Congress made a technical amendment to the Mesquite Land Act within the Clark County Conservation and Public Land and Natural Resources Act of 2002 that set aside a portion of the proceeds from the sale of each parcel for the development of the recovery plan and the hydrological plan, but inadvertently omitted allowing for the implementation of these plans. H.R. 1744 would provide simple legislative clarification and a technical correction that would make the Mesquite Lands Act consistent with other habitat conservation plans currently operating in Nevada by allowing for the implementation of these plans. Further, the bill addresses an issue regarding the timing of the land sales identified in the 1999 amendment to the Mesquite Lands Act. Due to a number of factors, including the recent recession and the delay in the economic impact statement for an airport site, the city of Mesquite was not able to meet the legislative mandated deadline, so the city is requesting and requires an extension of the deadline to 2021 in order to acquire the land. I would like to enter into the record, Mr. Chairman, individual letters of support from the Mayor of Mesquite, the Mesquite Chamber of Commerce, Mesquite Regional Business Incorporated, Clark County Commissioner Tom Collins, Lincoln County Board of Commissioners, and the Virgin Valley Water District. I hope that the committee can move on this non-controversial bipartisan bill quickly, and I look forward to working with the chairman towards that goal, and thank you for scheduling this bill for a hearing today.
Okay, those letters